Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about parts of an expression. I'm Mrs. Kobletz, and let's get started. So, the first example that we're given is an expression. Now, we have three different parts we're going to look for. Variable terms, these are the terms with a variable, which is a letter that represents a number. Constant terms, these are the terms without a variable. And I like to think about things that are constant, that are always the same, can't be changed given a variable. And then lastly, coefficients are the number next to a variable, in front of the variable. So, let's look at what we got here. Variable terms. I'm gonna highlight this guy or underline him in green. We're looking for any terms that have a variable. And in this case, our variable is gonna be x. So remember that terms are separated by pluses and minuses, but the sign in front of your term goes with that term. So, 7x, there's one of my variable terms. This negative goes with the 5x, so I have a negative 5x, and then a positive 4x. Those are my variable terms. I'm gonna write them in right there. So far, so good. Now, let's look at our constant terms. These are the ones without the variable, without the letter. We've got a positive 3, a positive 8, and a negative 1. Let's write those right here. So far, so good. Coefficients are the number in front of the variable, right? So since I have 3 different variable terms, my numbers are going to be the number right in front of it. So there's the 7, the negative 5, and the 4. When they ask for the coefficient, they're not asking you to write the variable. They just want the number in front of it. Let's continue. I'm going to scroll down here. So next we will be combining like terms. Like terms. I know you've heard of this before. In order to combine like terms, we need variables that have the same letter and exponent. As you can see, none of our variables here, our variables are the x's, have an exponent on them, so we know that it's actually just x to the first power. All right, but we don't write that because it's understood. So let's combine our like terms and see what we get. Here's our 7 from before, our negative 5, a positive 4. So if I took my calculator, I took 7 minus 5 plus 4, I would get 6x. All right, let's look at our constant terms. I've got a positive 3, and then an 8, there's 11. 11 minus 1 will give me a positive 10. All right, I've simplified this one. So you're looking for like terms. In this case, all my variable terms just had an x, so I can combine all those. And then my constants, I combined all those. Let's do a couple more examples together. All right, 3x, 6x. Those are like terms because they both just have an x. So together, they give me 9, and I'm going to keep the x exactly like it is. All right, we have 9a minus 10a. 9 minus 10 would give me negative 1a. Not too bad so far. Let's see a couple more examples. All right. So now we have like terms and things that aren't like terms. So let's simplify and see what happens. Our like terms in this case are going to be 7m and negative 5m. And if you put those together, 7 minus 5 gives me a positive 2. Keep your m. The negative 6 has nothing to combine with, so I just bring it down. Now we are simplified. All right, over here, I'm always looking to simplify my variables first. So since this has no like term with it, the negative 6w is going to come down. However, I have a positive 9 and a positive 5, which together give me 14. And we're good. Again, these aren't like terms because this doesn't have the n, so I can't combine them. These aren't like terms because this doesn't have the w, so I can't combine them. let's look at this one. We have 7p and negative 9p. So together, 7 minus 9 gives me negative 2, and I keep my p. Then I have negative 1 and positive 5, which together give me a positive 4. All set. Over here, 5h, positive 7h. Together are going to give me positive 12h. Next, my other two terms are negative 6 and negative 8, which together, when you add those together, give me a negative 14. Doing pretty well so far. All right. Ooh, this is getting complicated. I see we have x's and we have y's. Since x comes before y in the alphabet, I'm going to look at the x's first. So we have a 5x, a negative x, which actually is a negative 1x, and a positive 3x. So 5 minus 1 would give me 4, plus 3 would give me 7x. All right. Now my other set of like terms are the y's, 7y and 2y. And since they're both positive, when I add them together, I get positive 9y. I can't combine these. They're not like terms because they don't have the same variable part. Last one. A's and B's. Let's start with the A's. I have a 26a and a negative 4a. 26 minus 4 should give me 22a. All right. Now my B's, I have a positive 2b and a positive 10b. If I put those together, I get a positive 12b. All set. Thanks so much for tuning in.